For today's league spoiler, we just got a reveal that literally nobody was expecting. And I'm not going to spoil it by playing anything else. I think the best way is to just play the video.
A long time ago, during Gilinor's second age, war ravaged the lands. The Cerosian Empire's imperial ambition helped the Empty Lord spread his tendrils all over Gilinor. There was no worldly match. This league, it's time to open yourself up to darkness and serve the ruinous powers.
The Ruinous Power Prayer Book will be a thing in Leagues 4, and not only that, it is guaranteed, has been confirmed that it is a relic. And I know this gets thrown around a lot, but this quite literally changes everything. And if we go ahead and pull up the wiki, here are all of the new prayers that we are going to have if you do pick this relic. And the reason this changes everything because you are no longer locked to regions that unlock you prayers like you were prior. All the people who were picking Xayah to get Rigor, or all the people who were picking Kandarin to get Piety, it very much becomes a non-factor with this relic. But then even apart from that, the second reason this changes everything is because this relic is purple, which might not seem like anything, but going into today, everybody thought we already knew all of the relics that were going to be teased or revealed for Trailblazer Reloaded. So if this is a new Tier 7 relic and all the Tier 7s are going to be purple relics, then we potentially are getting a Tier 0 that we get a pick in addition to our starting relics. Personally, I've been on the Team 0 relic train for quite some time now. My personal opinion is I think we are going to get to pick our combat relic right off rip. And that could be an absolute whiff of an opinion because that is purely all it is. There's no actually release or any confirmed information I have on it. It's purely speculation based on the fact that we know the first 3 relic tiers are not combats. And honestly, it makes absolutely zero sense to me for combats to be Tier 4, where you're going to have to get 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 points in order to just unlock your first combat relic. At that point, you've already done so much different content that it feels like you've honestly missed out on a lot of the early game training that you could have taken advantage of having them. And if we go back to the prayers, you have Intensify, which is plus 40% accuracy in all attack styles. You have Vaporize, which is plus 25% magic attack and 4% damage. Annihilate is plus 25% range attack and 27% range strength. And then Decimate is 25% attack and 27% strength. Those 3 prayers right there are what is going to entirely shake up the metas about what regions people are picking. If this relic is on the table and you can completely bypass picking a specific region just to unlock a prayer. There were plenty of melee enjoyers who were picking Kandarin because they felt like they had to have Piety. And then also plenty of range relic choosers picking Xayah because they felt like they had to have Rigor. This picture actually right here shows what the speculation for what everybody thought the tiers and the leaked relic pictures were going to set out to be. And as you can tell by this icon, the Ruinous Power relic was not one of these. That single-handedly is why I think the combat relics are actually not included in the 7 tiers we're getting with this league. Obviously, I think this relic has to be a Tier 7, which then dramatically changes what we currently think is the Tier 7. Are all of these just Tier 6s? And then there's 2 other relics we don't know yet that are still up against that. Because if you compare it to these other 2 Tier 7s that we currently know, it would be an auto pick against Guardian and Undying Retribution. So what's Ruinous Prayers up against? Does the purple actually matter? Goblin said it doesn't in the league's Discord. But at the same time, is that complete bait? Because we have no idea what is now going on. Because this was a completely out of the blue reveal that nobody saw coming. Everybody thought they already had the pieces put together, and everything changed when we're just 2 days out from release. Regardless, if you are one of those people who were picking a region purely to unlock a new prayer, this is a massive reveal for you because if you currently hate the region you're unlocking just to get that prayer, you can easily scrap it and just bank on picking this relic later on. With that, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Personally, I've been a big fan of all of these little reveals and spoilers, but this one definitely threw me for a loop. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like. It massively helps me out. And if you have not already, check out my last video. It is a step-by-step starting strategy, about 50 tasks and 500 points you can complete in just around 1 hour. And a majority of those tasks avoid any and all bottlenecks of the early game. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.